this hyperbola. Okay? Now, where's my center?
3, -1.
At 3, -1. Very good. So our center is at 3, -1. Now remember, this is a hyperbola. We have to build our box. And we build our box by looking at the 16 and saying what? It's a 16, so I'm going to go left and right 4 units. And then I see this 9. I will go up and down 3. And I will draw a nice little rectangle through those points. Everybody good so far? What happens next?
You draw the asymptotes.
I draw in the asymptotes, which are the diagonals of the rectangle, right? You just built a rectangle. Now I'm going to draw in my asymptotes, my diagonals. Now, with this framework, there are actually 2 possible hyperbolas, aren't there? There's the one that goes this way and the one that goes this way. You need to decide which one it is that you have in this problem. Jack? You have the sideways one. So we start right here at the edge of the box and we draw in our sideways hyperbola. Now, who besides Jack can explain how we knew we had a sideways one this time and not an up and down one? X is first. Whatever letter comes first, that's where you go. Okay? All right, now what? Can we talk about a transverse axis now? I think we can. Our transverse axis joins our vertices. These purple points are the vertices. To get those purple points, you started at the center and did what?
4 to left and right.
4 left and right. So your transverse axis is 8. The other axis is 6. It's the conjugate axis, and it is 6 because you counted up and down 3. Now, we need to label these purple points. We need to write down what our vertices are. So remember, you started at the center and you went forward 4. Where would you be if you counted forward 4? Go forward 4.
7, -1.
7, -1. And what if we counted backward 4? -1, -1. Yep, very good. Now, what are those purple points called? Those are my vertices. Right, those are my vertices. Okay, so far, you have told me the center, the vertices, the conjugate and transverse axis, right? What's left? What do we still need to do? We need to do our asymptotes and we need to do our foci, right? So I'm going to put my foci on here in blue.
6
The distance from the center to the focus is the square root of 16 plus 9, which is 5. All right, now kids, that's from the center to the focus, okay? So you're going to start at your center, and you're going to go forward 5. Where will you be if you count 5 forward from here? 8, negative 1. And what if you count backward 5? Negative 2, negative 1. How do we find the distance from the center to the focus? In a hyperbola, we add the denominators and take the square root. Now we're all done except for the equations of the asymptotes. Now the asymptotes are lines, right? So we're looking for y equals mx plus b. Twice. Because there's 2 asymptotes, so I have to do it twice. There's a lot of work involved with a hyperbola. What point do my asymptotes contain? I need a point when I do this. 3, negative 1. So I'm going to use the point 3, negative 1. So this is my x and this is my y for both asymptotes. How about slope? Think about building the box. You counted up how many?
3.
And over how many?
4.
So what slope is that? 3/4. Or negative 3/4. One slope is always positive, and the other slope is always negative.
How did you do 3/4 again?
When I built the box, I counted up 3 and over 4. Up 3, over 4. Now, we're going to do, I don't care if you use y equals mx plus b. You can do it however you want. If I do y equals mx plus b, negative 1 equals 3, equals 3/4 times 3 plus b. Y equals mx plus b. So negative 1 equals 9/4 plus b. B equals negative 13/4. That's negative 1 minus 9/4. Now you're going to have a calculator, so if you are uncomfortable, bless you, with the fractions, you'll be using your calculator and getting decimals. But I have 3/4 x minus 13/4. That is one of my asymptotes.
Negative 13/4, 3 and 1/4.
Mm-hmm. Now the other one, I'm going to do exactly the same thing. Y equals mx plus b. So b equals 5/4 this time. So y equals negative 3/4 x plus 5/4. A lot of work. next one. Where's the center of this guy?
-5, 0.
What'd you say?
-5, 0.
-5, 0. I love it. Very, very good. The center of this is at -5, 0. Now, does everybody understand why the -5 comes first? And does everybody see why it's 0? Why is it 0?
There is no attachment.
There's no attachment to it. Good way of putting it. There's no attachment to it. And you always got to have x before y when you do a point. All right? So I got my center. Now I'm going to build a box. And to build the box, what does that 81 tell me?
You have to move up, down,
Up and down 9. Oh, that's a lot. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I went up and down 9. Now I'm going to go sideways 4. Everybody okay with that? And I'm going to build a box through those points. I'm going to be off the board here, I think. Put my diagonals in. These are my asymptotes. Always miss. There they are. And what do I have to decide now? Which hyperbola I'm going to draw? Yeah, I'm either going to draw the up and down one or I'm going to draw the sideways one. What do you think this time?
Up and down.
It's the up and down one. So I'm going to draw in. Remember, your vertices are on the box. So I'm going to draw in my hyperbola and clear off the board down there, and almost off the board up here. Can you tell me the coordinates of these purple points? These are the vertices. They're right on the box itself.
-5, -9.
This is -5, 9, and this one's -5, -9. You're exactly right. Good work. Now, since these are the vertices, Maya, you should put all that stuff away, honey. This is math. Thank you. These are the vertices, so this would be the transverse axis, right? How long is it? 18. It's a long one. Why is it 18? Because it's 9 up and 9 down. That's exactly right. This is the conjugate axis. It's a lot shorter. The conjugate axis this time is 8, because we counted each side 4, right? Okay. My focus points, would you agree, are in there like that? Center to focus. The distance from the center to the focus is the square root of 97. How did I get 97? 81 plus 16. Now that means, Bryce, that I'm going to start right here at my center, and I'm going to go up root 97. Okay? This is 0, right? So if I go up root 97, this will be -5, comma, root 97. and this one will be -5, negative root 97. We're counting up and down root 97 from this point. We're starting at 0 and going up root 97 and down root 97. Now I need my asymptotes. Okay, here we go. What point are they going to contain? -5, 0. What slope am I going to use? One slope will be 9, not 9/5, 9/4. And the other one will be -9/4. Now, why is the slope 9/4? How did you build the box? You counted up 9 and over 4. That's slope. So y equals mx plus b. So it looks like b equals 45/4.
Yeah. Where'd you get that 9/4 from?
That's the slope.
Oh, gotcha.
So I do y equals mx plus b. I didn't write that down this time, but that's the format I'm using, just plugging in numbers. And y equals mx plus b. So this one works out to be -45/4. So here are the equations of my two asymptotes. Again, you'll have your calculator if the fractions are driving you crazy.
This point right here.
Yeah.
Your calculator.
Okay.
All right? Now guess what you get to do? A practice quiz. And I want you to work on this with your partner. Okay? And then we will go over it together.
It's too much. I get just too scared. I'd rather just take it like below grade because
So if you want to get up and move to a different location, you can.
is it actual quiz?
Yeah.
No, it isn't. You're so annoying. So annoying.
Let's take a few minutes. See how much progress you can make. Yeah, I gotta stay on one over here, so I really-
Slide this chair over.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I saw you sitting in the car. I was out sitting there. I see you up here. Did I have to work on my birthday? It kind of. Alright, so we go. The center is 2 negative.
There's a lot we have to do before you see that.
It's -1.
Right here, -1. Wait, they're the bottom right here. These ones, right? So -1.
Went down.
Yeah, but we went down to this point, the center point.
Yeah.
It's either 4 to.
Take the vertices.
Yeah. And so it'd be negative, it'd be 1, -1, -1, -1.
How come you didn't ask us to get the equations to score?
How's this -1?
Asymptotes, that is the equations. Two equations.
Yeah,
Those are the axes. That's the first conjugate.
How come you didn't ask for like the for the -1? That's not an.
oh, okay, I was just this one.
So this
It's
one
under the
is.
You put
So
both of
Oh,
those.
yeah, okay.
It's like opposite of
So vertices is 2.
Yes.
What?
You should have two ordered pairs in the vertices column. Remember, there's 2 vertices.
Is there 2 points for the focus too?
Y first is 5.
Yes.
It's 5. So you have to go from the center and this is the y-axis, Q plus
7
Yeah.
and -1, -3.
Everybody should have a center figured out. Your center should be at -1, 2. Does anybody have a question about the center? All right, you probably should have your box built by now. You built your box by counting up and down 3 and sideways 4. Which way did you open your hyperbola? Up and down or sideways?
Up and down.
Up and down. You got a big fat one. Your vertices are on the box. Your vertices were found by counting up and down 3, so -1, 5, and -1, -1 are your vertices.
Wait,
So I want to stop here.
wait. Why is it up and
What are
down?
you doing?
I can't explain.
Miss
No, you
Wood?
can't, Javon. Come on. Come on.
You may not like the answer, but I can't explain.
What kind of deal is so important that it has to be done during math class? Huh?
I mean, it's kind of important.
Yeah. What was so important? Is it a girl?
No,
Of course not.
you're the most important girl in my life. that's
Yeah.
forward.
If I were, you wouldn't be having your phone out during my class.
This business related.
Business related.
You
Yeah.
got right to wrong. Get out of here with that.
What? Seriously. Who's telling you?
He's on the side of right, and I am right.
Wait, so how do you feel?
I'm not, well, obviously.
Push it, wanna hang around.
I said maybe you're doing something for the summer.
What's
Wait,
The fraction.
That's all I remember.
push it, wanna bring it
It's not a what?
This is 4. Is it okay to have decimals?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Push you want.
Yep. All right. Let's catch up here. We gotta finish this, we're gonna run out of time. So, would you come back to your seats? Or stay where you are as long as you're paying attention? Does anybody have a question about anything I have on there so far? Center and vertices, everybody good? Your transverse axis is 6. Your conjugate axis is 8. Okay, those are the easy points. So now we have to do a little work. Center to focus. In this hyperbola, the distance from the center to the focus is 5. Boys and girls, that means you start at your center and you count up 5. So this would be -1, 7. Down 5, -1, -3. How many of you had your focus points at -1, 7 and -1, -3? You guys are all stars. The rest of you got to get with the program. The foci are inside the hyperbola. From the center to the focus is the square root of 25, which is 5. So we start at the center, and we go up and down 5. Kids, the center's at 2. So if you go up 5, you're at 7. If you go down 5, you're at -3. Your asymptotes. What slope do your asymptotes have? You went up 3 and over 4. I use 3/4. If you prefer, you could use 0.75, right? What point am I using for both asymptotes? -1, 2. So using the format, y equals mx plus b, y equals mx plus b. So B equals 11/4. So that equation is y equals 3/4 x plus 11/4. If you have decimals, that is fine. The other one, y equals mx plus b. Y equals negative 3/4 x plus 5/4. Did anybody get the asymptotes right? A couple of you. You gotta keep practicing on that. Get that right. Tonight's homework is in your book. It is just a 3-page. Yeah, 3 hyperbola questions. We're gonna do those. Thomas, would you turn that off? If